Hi, in this video, I'm going to be showing you 10 LinkedIn post ideas to boost engagement and reach in 2022. So this is a blog post that we recently put out on our website. And you can go here. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can click the link and visit the blog post. But I'm going to walk you through that really quickly. So with LinkedIn, there's a lot of different options to do content in different formats, different types of topics. But probably the most basic thing you can start with would be writing LinkedIn articles. So it's kind of like writing a blog post like you see here. You just write some long form content. So it's very technical, and it can be very technical in matter. It can be how-to content, and you're just going to write the content, add some really good useful graphics, and then you can repurpose that content as social posts as well, which is the beauty of a blog post. Blog posts are like the central hub of everything. So you write a blog post, you can publish it on site, you can publish it as a LinkedIn Pulse article, you can repurpose it as just a regular LinkedIn post with a link to the article. You can do like quotes, image quotes. You can convert it to a carousel, infographics, make it into a video like I'm doing here. A lot of different things. So another great way to make a LinkedIn post would be to offer hacks, tips, and how-tos. So any kind of useful how-to information you can provide, just any kind of quotes that people can find entertaining. It's very useful. You usually get a lot more engagement if you can entertain people. The third type of content you can create on LinkedIn would be brand stories. So, sharing stories about your company, your vision, like interesting stories, what you believe in, your philosophies, your just really what you believe in, your core belief system. That's really going to help people connect with you more as a leader, and connect with your brand as well. You can also share short clips of webinars. So you can take your webinars and just clip out small key insights that are the most impactful and repurpose those as videos on LinkedIn. Now, here's a pro tip for you. Make sure that your videos are 3 minutes or less. You want to make sure that people, don't have to really sit there for a long time to kind of get the point across. You want to be able to get the point really quickly, and people typically drop off after a short period of time. So keeping the video at 3 minutes or less is usually a best practice for getting the best engagement and views as far as LinkedIn is concerned. So also share information about job openings. So anytime you're hiring, make sure that you share that. Not only is it useful for helping you get more candidates for the position you're trying to fill, but it also sends a good message to your customers that you're a growing brand and that you're continually hiring. That's a really good key indicator of a successful brand, that you're constantly hiring. Also, while we're talking about hiring, why not share some hiring experiences? Those are some of the most impactful and some of the impactful topics and posts that get the most engagement I've ever seen on LinkedIn, especially when you share stories about hiring someone. It's very emotional. Like the person was, like, in most people's eyes, would not be the qualified candidate, but they had this specific skill or passion, and they really rose above the competition in terms of um, their approach or their viewpoint on the specific thing, or how they interviewed. It's just an impactful, emotional story that can really just captivate people and kind of have them on the edge of their seat. Also leverage user-generated content. So any kind of content you can get from customers, like especially content like that your employees share, content that just like feedback, like testimonials and things. Anytime your customers give you testimonials, whether it be in video format or text format, you can repurpose that and use it as LinkedIn content. If it's in text format, I recommend using Canva to create like these nice looking graphic posts that has the testimonial and the person's profile image. Here's an example from Shopify. You can see this. They're just tagging an employee in the content. So also share awesome quotes on LinkedIn. So like any kind of quote that you have from an impactful leader or thought leader, someone that thinks differently, like Steve Jobs. Those are things that everybody's going to want to engage with, because most people agree with this stuff. They're simple but impactful philosophies and ideas. Also, don't be afraid to share your own quotes. Like sometimes you may have your own kind of quote or saying that it's not necessarily from a famous person, but it's very valuable. It's just as valuable. But if you can't think of anything, or you don't have your own quotes, just don't be afraid to use other people's quotes. Obviously, give them credit. The ninth thing that you can, number 9 would be to enter into discussions. So anytime there's like a trending topic or anything about seasonal related, like this is a good example, critical SEO tips for the end of the year. Just engaging in discussions that are kind of constant topics that people are always engaged with, especially like if it's something that's in your industry or niche. If it's a breaking news topic, like for example, if your industry is going through some compliance changes and there's these new opportunities that are opening based on the new changes that are being made and the requirements of these policies, giving tips about that can really be timely for your prospects. Number 10, create a post using popular hashtags. So make sure that you do a little bit of research. You can go into LinkedIn and you can type in hashtags. Let me show you an example. So I'm just going to go to the search box here. I'm going to click on LinkedIn. I'm just going to type in a base keyword. So we got LinkedIn, LinkedIn marketing, LinkedIn expert, LinkedIn tips, LinkedIn jobs, LinkedIn lead generation. So just type in your base keyword and LinkedIn will show you all the results, of those, like a lot of suggestions, and then it'll also show you the results, like all the posts and everything. This can also give you really great content ideas as well. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post those below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and click the link below this video to visit the full article. We also have some additional tips here that can help you really stand out above the competition and get good results with LinkedIn.